When it came time for Jesus to die on the cross, he was crucified with one criminal on one side and one criminal on the other. One of the criminals said, "Aren't you the Messiah? Save yourself and us." The other one said, "Don't you fear God? We're getting what we deserve. Jesus, remember me when you come in power." Jesus said, "I promise you, today you'll be with me in paradise." Then, about midday, the sky turned dark and stayed that way until the middle of the afternoon, and the curtain in the temple tore from top to bottom. Jesus shouted, "Father, I put myself in your hands." Then he died. When the Roman officers saw the way that he died, he said, "Jesus must really have been a good man." A crowd had gathered to see the terrible sight, and after they'd seen it, they felt broken-hearted, and they went home. Jesus' friends watched as well. There was a man named Joseph from Arimathea in Judea, and he was eager for God's kingdom to come. He asked Pilate for Jesus' body, and he had it buried in a tomb that was his own. Then, early on Sunday morning, some women came to the tomb while it was just getting light. It was still dark a bit, to put some sweet-smelling spices on the body, and they were wondering how they'd get the tomb open. And they saw that the stone had been moved and that the tomb was empty. Then they looked. Suddenly the women saw two men in bright, shining white clothes, and they were afraid. But the men said, "Jesus isn't here. He's alive. He told you had to die and 3 days later come back to life. And he has."